Hello, Eurobox. We are here with Blind Channel, who won with an amazing amount of points UMCO. Put your middle fingers up, take a shot, going up and don't stop. Leave it down right from the dark side. Like a 27 club break shot, we don't want to grow up. Leave it down right from the dark side. Right from the dark side. Guys, how are you?
Oh, good, doing great.
Couldn't be better.
Nice to be here.
Let's first talk about your victory, because Blind Channel, you gathered 551 points at the end of it all, and the rest of the UMCO contestants got a total of 625. This is an amazing victory. I think maybe like the biggest victory someone has gotten on UMCO.
Yeah, so we heard that it was probably one of the biggest victory ever, and that's super amazing.
Mm-hmm. For all the Eurovox people, subscribers joining us, Blind Channel have been around for a very long time. They've been together since 2013. They have 3 studio albums. They've performed in metal festivals like Vacuum, Open Air. I think you guys won a band competition in Wacken. And you also have an Emma Rock Award. So, guys, this Blind Channel rocks. Blind Channel rocks.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Great to hear that.
Thank you. That's what we're trying to do.
How did you guys live this very tense moment when they were announcing your points and everyone had their final points, and it was between you guys and the Teflon Brothers, because it was such a long pause?
It was like, it wasn't that tense actually in the moment. Like, we were super concentrated for the show, for the gig itself, like for the past so many months. We've been practicing so hard, and after we were like so happy that we really felt like we pulled it off on stage, so we didn't really care about what was gonna happen. And then we also, I think deep inside, we knew that, guys, we killed this, let's just sit back and relax and watch the voters do their thing. And that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of people connected with Dark Side. You have this concept called violent pop. Can you point out to us what element of violent pop can we find in Dark Side?
All of them.
All of them. I mean, it's basically a rock song with pop hooks, and it has a rap, it has electronic vibes. It's like it's the new generation of rock music. It's the whole new world of rock music. If you think about like what Linkin Park did 20 years ago, we're trying to do that same thing 20 years later.
Rock music with a mainstream touch. That's always been our goal, and that's what we're doing with Dark Side and with all our songs.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a fantastic idea, because then not only the metal and rock fans can connect to your song, but other people that like other genres. So I think that's a very clever idea.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, you as a rock band and live performers, you thrive with the audience, the electricity the audience brings to your shows and your song. How was it to perform without an audience in UMCO?
Well, kind of, we love audiences. Like, that's the best part in doing live shows. And Dark Side was written with Dark Side is meant to be performed with a big audience, like everyone doing the thing, and that was the main idea, like in the production of the song. But we also got the adrenaline when we knew that there are like 2 million people watching. So I think we pulled it off very well. And like we said, show us where to perform, and we'll do that. And it's always gonna be full of energy and full of well, what we do.
Nice. Nico, you wrote "join" on your hand while performing. Was that another way to say vote for us?
Yeah, yeah. Like if you write the voting number or stuff like that in your hand, that's something people have seen in all the singing competitions all around the world. So we felt like we didn't want to do that, but we wanted to send some message, and the best message to say is join the dark side. That's what we're saying. Even outside Eurovision, that's what we want to say. Like, join us and let's have a party in the dark side. The first idea was to write a mean message to Teflon Brothers and Pandora, but that would have been too cruel. so we didn't want to do that. So that's why we came up with the join thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been so fun. But I guess everyone is a good sport. They would have taken it like funny. I don't know. Maybe you should try Eurovision with other.
Yeah, they're nice people. But I think like we also thought that if we send a message directly to them, like that wouldn't be cool. Like we wanted to send a message to everyone watching, not only to Teflon Brothers and Pandora, who were sitting pretty close to us. So. And I think they got the message when they saw the amount of votes we got.
Oh yes, I think the whole Europe and everyone, the whole audience watching, we all got the message, and we did join. Who came up with the idea, like the staging, because it looks super dynamic. It's very well built, considering like you are a rock band and there's no like possibility of like choreography and super visual elements. So.
Well, I think the idea, it actually came from us, like the team in the Yle who did the competition. Like they had this great idea that everything has to start from us. Like we didn't want the stage be full of some like toys and stuff like that. Like the energy has to come from us ourselves, because that's how it happens in our live shows anyway. Yeah. And we wanted it to look like that.
We wanted to boost that in some way. And also we had the idea for an upside down thing. We wanted to make an 2 dimensions of reality. The other one is upside down. The other one is like we are. So basically it turned out pretty well with the cameras doing the 360 thing and stuff like that. So I think the main director did a great job with that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can we expect to see something like that for your performance in Rotterdam?
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. We're gonna upgrade that with effects and pyros and clothes and performance, but it's gonna be kind of
the basics are gonna be the same.
basics gonna be the same.
Mm-hmm. Were you able to enjoy your performance while it was going through? Because from my side, it looks like quite staged or rehearsed. Like you guys are together in the shot, and you're very like your place very symmetrical. The whole stage is symmetrical. I mean, you're 6. There's 2 platforms, 2 guitarist spaces, and then you guys.
Yeah, but did you ask? Did we enjoy ourselves? Was that the question?
Yes, because it looks like now this camera. When I've interviewed other artists in Eurovision, they're always, I loved it, but it was like, now I have to look to this camera. I mean, this camera. How was it for you?
Yeah, there was a lot of cameras, but we practiced it so well. Like we didn't want it to seem like it's a rehearsed show. We wanted like it to feel like everything's happening in the moment.
Yeah,
and that's how it felt for us, because we practiced it in so many times that we can do the same show like right now, like that. So we don't really have to think about it. We can just enjoy ourselves on stage. And like we did many like practice rounds with the show, and then we watched it through cameras, and the best ones were definitely the ones where you could see that we're actually enjoying being on stage and just doing our thing, instead of just thinking like have to stick up with the choreography and look there and look there. Like like we just wanted to concentrate on having a good time, and I think people felt that.
Yes, definitely. Do you think that bringing the rock element or the rock song currently this year is going to make you stand out in the competition?
Well, right now there is a lot of rock thing popping on mainstream. If you think about Machine Gun Kelly, Youngblood, Bring Me the Horizon, some other rappers and stuff like that, there's gonna be a lot of rock in the mainstream music in right now and in the future. So basically we have that thing, and also we had pretty nostalgic feeling in our song and performance. It's kind of a throwback to 2000s and Linkin Park and stuff like that. Yeah. So we have a potential to be the favorites of youngsters and also the older people that are finding it nostalgic.
Yeah, not only success in the Eurovision, but also like also in the rock scene of Europe and of the world, because that's our main goal after the Eurovision. Like after the Eurovision ends, we want to tour Europe and tour the world as ourselves, as Blind Channel, without any concept like UMK or the Eurovision. So that's I think that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I am one of the nostalgic people because the bands you mentioned is what I was listening in high school. So yeah, I know many of my friends and like circle are going to relate to that song really well. But again, bringing it back to Eurovision, have you had the chance to listen to any of the Eurovision songs that have already been released to compete for other countries?
I haven't seen any.
I listened to that song called TikTok. I think I don't remember the artist, but it was pretty good. I loved it. It was kind of. I think it was pretty good pop song. It sounded pretty new and fresh, and it has a good track and production, and the song was sounding pretty great. So I would say that we're in a good company, but also we don't have any competitions with the genre we have. So we have so far we're standing out pretty well with the genre and with the song.
Nice. Do you plan to release more music from now before Eurovision?
I don't think so before, but I would say that after the summer we're gonna release the follow-up single. That's the plan.
We have lots of new music ready, but right now we gotta concentrate to our show in the Rotterdam and everything everything involved with that. But we have lots of new songs ready, and we love them, and we can't wait to release them. But I think it's gonna be after the summer.
Yep.
Nice. Final question. Have you guys started the process of recording the recorded performance? Because this year, in case Eurovision doesn't happen, every artist has to bring a recorded version of their performance.
I think
I think we already did it, like in the UMK practice rounds. It was the round that went to the juries. I think we heard someone talking that this might be the version that goes to the Eurovision, but we got really good points from the jury, and the practice performance went also really well. So we're not that worried about it.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. It's been a pleasure meeting you, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks.